29-year-old hairstylist Kevin Bacon thought he was going out for a night of fun. Instead, he was tortured and slain mercilessly, with the horror continuing long after his death.
That was when I took his, I cut them out, and I took them upstairs and I ate them. And so it's really very simple. You slice them thin, you saute them with some Worcestershire sauce, and once they're done, you just eat them.
This recipe is not from any ordinary cookbook. It's what this cannibal used to eat the remains of his grinder date.
Get the gloves. You don't want to touch anything that's been touching it.
The maniacal laughter you hear is 50-year-old Mark Latunsky, the cannibal chemist who ate his victim.
I said, if you don't say yes, then you better hope that I never get out of prison.
But this wasn't the first time something like that had happened. Police had plenty of warnings to detain this madman, and they failed to do so. This mistake would end in tragedy, and a crime so gruesome and macabre that words might fall short. A man named James Carlson wakes up chained in a basement, terrified, naked, and bleeding. He manages to call 911.
And I was supposed to meet him at the bus station. I met this guy. I'm by. He was cute. He hit on me. I don't know. We went out to the car. We talked. We went to the store. Had a soda. I woke up in the basement.
Okay.
He obviously drugged me. I never ever had anything like this happen. I don't know whether he drugged me. I don't know. I woke up in the basement. Okay? Chained in the basement with a leather thing around my ankle, and I cut it with the butcher knife that I have in my freaking hand, excuse my French. I just want to get out of here, and I want to go home. I don't even care about the legal case I was here for. I'm sorry, I can't help them. I want to go home.
Okay.
I don't want an incident report. I just really need a ride. Please.
The caller, James Carlson, names Mark Latunsky as his captor, but James doesn't press charges. He convinces himself it was all part of a BDSM game gone wrong. This would later turn out to be a grave mistake. That mistake would cost another man his life.
Shiawassee County 911.
I want to get away from some creepy guy. He had me tied up in his basement.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I'm trying to escape from some guy who had me chained up in his basement. He's after me.
Hey, Z, I need you to go to somewhere safe. If you can run up to somebody's house.
Help me. Help me.
6-2, he's running towards the house. Guy's trying to come after him. I'm trying to get further.
A little more than a month later, a 29-year-old man bursts out of Latunsky's house wearing nothing but a leather kilt, face covered in blood.
Well, he's running down the road, trying to get an address or a mailbox or something, going kind of hysterical.
Police respond as they receive more calls from residents about a young man being chased down the street by an older man.
I hear a pounding at my door at 4 in the afternoon, and I jump up. My dogs are barking like you probably hear, and this kid has his face covered with a rag and a phone to his ear, and he's like, help me, he's after me, just scared to death out of his mind. A gentleman pulls up in my driveway in a silver SUV, and he gets out, and he's wearing the same getup this guy's wearing, which is a leather skirt and a couple of belts crossing her body, no shoes on, no shirt on. This kid grabs my arm and clutches behind me. Keep him away from me, keep him away from me.
The caller is unwilling to press charges.
I'm asking you a straight up question, my man. Are you looking to press charges from what happened today? Okay, because here's the thing, is that if we start doing a bunch of investigations and he says, yeah, you know what, man, this guy told me he was into it, and all this, well, hold on, let me just explain this. And we end up doing all kinds of stuff, and you're not willing to do anything about this, then we kind of don't really have a whole lot of any leg to stand on at that point, you know what I mean? So what are you looking to have done out of it today? Okay.
The officer stays firm. When a victim pulls back, cases often collapse, and they can't afford that here. The caller was on a consensual date with the alleged captor, so they need to confirm he was truly held against his will, especially with consensual BDSM involved. Even though he now wants to drop the charges, the officers continue the investigation and head to his date's house. A house belonging to none other than Mark Latunsky.
Well, I think you probably know why we're here, right?
Well, yeah, the goofy guy that I was having with decided to take off with my kilt.
Latunsky maneuvers the conversation to the theft of his $300 kilt, and while he seems polite and cooperative, he is very careful in answering all the questions.
He's telling me that you want to let him go. You chained him up?
Well, I got chains and stuff, but
You have
also,
chains.
he could have left at any time. I have chains, yeah. So I got a sling.
Was this just all like a bunch of role-playing type stuff? I mean,
Bingo.
all right.
Exactly.
Once again, Latunsky assures them everything was consensual. No charges are filed. He walks free, ready to strike again. Mark Latunsky was meeting men online on dating apps, such as Grindr. Online, he called himself Wilk Olikos Vilkas, a dominant, mysterious man who claimed to belong to a werewolf clan. But in reality, behind the screen, he was a chemist by profession, diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and depression, divorced twice, simply because Latunsky refused to take his medication. In September of 2019, his husband walked out, and that's when Latunsky's dark fantasies ran rampant. He turned to online BDSM chat rooms, mixing delusion with desire. Behind a sliding barn door in his basement, he built a sex dungeon, a place where his online life would soon become real. On December 23, 2019, Kevin Bacon meets Latunsky on Grindr. Kevin tells his sister he's going to meet someone for a night of fun. He thought he was in good hands. He had no idea those hands would take his life. That night, Kevin drives to their meeting point. It's Christmas Eve. He's supposed to see his family the next morning for breakfast. He never makes it. Alarmed by his absence, his family panics and reports him missing. The worry turns to dread when police find his car abandoned outside a Family Dollar store. His wallet, phone, and cards stuffed in a sack. Tracing his Grindr profile, investigators follow the digital trail straight to Mark Latunsky's house. At first, everything seems normal. Latunsky greets the officers calmly, polite, composed, unbothered. But as they move through the house and descend into the basement, they notice a sliding barn door. They don't realize it now, but that door leads to horrors beyond imagination. What they find inside is like nothing they've ever seen. Kevin's body, hanging upside down in the basement, mutilated, drained of blood. A trapdoor under his body was opened to reveal soil that was collecting his blood. The scene is unspeakable. Latunsky is immediately apprehended and taken down to the patrol car. This is just the beginning.
Take them long, but you don't want to treat it like a homicide. Of course.
Why you're in the back of this car?
Yes, I know why I'm back in the back of this car.
Okay, well, I just want to let you know the detective's probably going to want to talk to you, okay? So,
That's fine.
okay. All right.
How am I going to get back home?
Well, let's get stage one first, okay? Let's get the detective out here.
Absolutely.
All
And
right.
then I can explain to him all the things that you guys don't know,
Okay.
and then I can
Yeah.
come back home.
Yeah, because we want to know your side of the story.
The officers can immediately tell that Latunsky cannot assess the gravity and consequences of what he has done. It gets more and more outrageous.
Which one?
The one that I wear on my...
Almost demonic.
Check gloves.
Get the gloves. You don't want to touch anything that touches it. Nothing happens here in Shiawassee.
At the station, the interrogation begins with incoherent details. He believes he was abducted at birth and doesn't acknowledge his name is Mark Latunsky. Detectives quickly realize he has some serious issues.
He admitted to me that he was cheating with men, cheating on me with men, and I found out that he had been, meeting men when he was traveling and after work. And so we did counseling
After losing his job and his marriage, Latunsky turned to odd jobs. He even remarried, hoping for a fresh start. But even then, he couldn't stay faithful, and the marriage ended in 2016. Latunsky eventually resorted to sex work under the name Wilk Olikos Vilkas.
Finally, using the name Wilk Olikos Vilkas, I put an ad on RentMan, and man, if I can give a massage and somebody's gonna pay me, that's more honest money than what I was doing. If a man's gonna pay me to rub him down, fine. You wanna spend your time with me? Boom, here's your price.
He ran BDSM forums online and began talking to James Carlson, a man with cannibalism fantasies. Their meeting in October of 2019 ended with a 911 call.
I woke up in the basement, okay? Chained in the basement.
Officers asked him about the young man who escaped his house in November.
He had my $300 leather kilt, and he's walking across the yard. Is that he found the nicest piece of leatherware. He shimmied into it, and he was going to walk with it.
When questioned about Kevin, Latunsky is calm.
What sites did you meet him on?
I think that one was Grindr.
According to him, Kevin wanted to die.
I had him sit on a blanket. We get stopped by the cop. The cop looks in the back. He sees you all tied up. He says, "What's that?" And I says, "Don't worry. It's okay. It's consensual." I says, "If you don't say yes, then you better hope that I never get out of prison."
Latunsky claims Kevin wanted to die and that it was consensual, but evidence says otherwise. Police find a Walmart receipt and CCTV of Latunsky buying the knife that night Kevin lost his life. This suggested that the two had not discussed this beforehand, and this was something Latunsky came up with after he had Kevin in his basement.
He says, "Wow, you really planned a lot of this." I says, "I planned nothing."
Latunsky stabbed Kevin in the back of the neck to quickly end his suffering. But a severed spinal cord means Kevin actually died a slow and painful death.
We've had over periods of time doing what I needed to do to complete what I told him I would do. Turn him into something that would produce life.
Under Kevin's body was a trap door leading to dirt. Latunsky says he planned to fertilize the soil with Kevin's blood, grow tulips, grind the bones into fertilizer, and plant flowers for Kevin's family. He thought he was honoring him. But this wasn't the most disturbing part.
Is that after he was dead, and it was then that I started to do what I told him I was going to do. I was going to eat part of him. And I did. It was the new moon.
That's right. Mark Latunsky was prepared to eat the man he had just slain.
Cook them? Did you? Where did you do that? I mean,
on the kitchen stove.
like with a frying pan?
It was the griddle. I mean, I eat Rocky Mountain oysters anyway.
Sure.
And so it's really very simple. You slice them thin, you saute them with some Worcestershire sauce, and once they're done, you just eat them. The other portions were going to be a jerky and the like.
You would have taken more of his body and put it in the dehydrator?
Absolutely.
As respectful as he pretends to be, there is more.
And
did you ever wash those sheets then after you laid in the blood on it?
no, part of my culture is that if you have an honorable death, then you have to tell somebody before you pass 3 houses.
At 2:15 a.m. on Christmas morning, Latunsky sends a text to James Carlson, the same man who once escaped his dungeon. He calls Kevin his hero and attaches a photo of the cooked plate. Carlson doesn't believe him. He thinks it's all part of their fantasy. But the truth is real and horrifying. Kevin Bacon had become his final experiment. Police questioned Jamie Arnold, Latunsky's ex-husband, as there are text messages from before and after Kevin's horrifying ordeal.
I was going through the messages, reading them over, seeing what they, what was in them, so I could just see if I missed something somewhere then
Latunsky messaged his ex about bringing bacon for the gathering, capitalizing the word B.
Like what you told me about the bacon, and yes, I do remember it seemed like there was something said in a text message about bacon and you wouldn't like it, and that's really all.
Did you respond to that?
Not that I remember.
Besides, I know there's some conversations, about the bacon thing.
After the interview, yes, but I didn't even think, like text messages when you said about the bacon, it's like, and I never put bacon and bacon as.
When officers arrest Mark Latunsky, he's calm, polite, and eerily detached. He doesn't grasp the gravity of what he's done. By September 2020, he pleads guilty to murder and mutilation of a body, against his defense advice on pleading guilty. The court sentences him to life in prison without parole. Today, Mark Latunsky, once a respected chemist, sits behind bars, a man consumed by madness and bloodlust, a prisoner of his own mind.
I don't know. This is not his personality. I can't see Mark hurting a thing. I just don't see it. I've never seen him bone in his body.
There was nothing that ever would have said he would do anything like this.
If you or someone you know is meeting strangers online, always share your location and plans with someone you trust. One message could save your life, because not everyone behind a screen is who they claim to be. Like and share this video to spread awareness, and subscribe to our channel for more true crime content.